order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Our pregame conversation with head coach Mike Mincy heads your way in 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit seeaneagles.com/Eagle Club.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Andrew Rogers back here on the AEC Countdown to Tip-Off as Carson-Newman readies for its home opener against the 14th rated North Georgia Nighthawks. Here with the head coach, Mike Mincy, on the Eagles Sports Network. Coach, I'll follow up and ask the same question I think I did before Friday's game against Clayton State. You're coming off a poor shooting performance in a game that you never trailed by more than 7, ultimately lost by 7. In a game that was right there for you and your team to take. When you reflect back on the offense and how it performed after the first quarter, did you like the shots you got throughout the game, and how does this offense try to bounce back once again from a tough shooting day?
From a game plan perspective, I think we got the shots that we wanted. Maddie and Chloe in particular are, even though they're playing the 5, they're stretch 5s, if you want to call them that. Like, they can go inside out, but they can pick and pop, pick and roll, and they were able to get some really good looks from 3. We didn't convert as much as we needed. Jen had to carry quite a bit of load. I thought Emily did a great job getting downhill and getting some layups and getting to the free throw line a lot. We got the free throw line in general not bad. It's pretty good. But the one thing that, when I look back on it, we've got a chance to tie the game on a layup that we miss. We get the ensuing rebound, we turn it over. We go down. I can't remember. I think they scored. Jen makes a 3, cuts it to 1. Maybe it's a 2-point game or something. Emily almost gets a steal. Thought we were going to go the other way and tie it up, but end up getting in a scrum on the floor for the loose ball. Caroline unfortunately fouls, puts them back at the free throw line. They go up by 4, and then that's the ball game in a nutshell. We get it there late. We get a shot attempt, get an offensive rebound, get another shot attempt. It goes out on a team offensive rebound, and even on another offensive rebound that we get off the blob, we get it poked away from us. So we were really close to winning the game, and we shot 27% from the field. And that's the one thing that we've carried with us is that, we've lost the game by 8 and we lost the game by 7. And in both games, we've shot about as low as we've shot in a decade. One was a decade and the other one was dang close. Yeah. And so if we can just figure out a way to put the little pumpkin in the orange cylinder at a little bit better percentage, I think we're going to be okay.
On the flip side, your defense has been really good. You've held 4 opponents to below 70 points, and opponents are shooting 34%. I tell you those numbers in the preseason to start the year, and you probably think you're undefeated. As you get ready to face this North Georgia team again, how did you defend them so well the first time on Saturday, and how do you replicate that against a good scoring team again today?
Well, I think when you're playing North Georgia, they play a 4-guard lineup, and all 4 of them can put their head down and try to get to the rim. And even when they come off the bench, they've got some players that have that capability, like Storr, for example. I do think that this year a number of our guards are really good in isolation situations. I think we showed that down there. There were a number of occasions that Martin drove, and Martin's really good at drawing fouls and getting the free throw line, and we kept our hands up and didn't go into her and make her take a tough shot. So I've been pleased with our defense. Obviously, we got exposed a little bit in the paint down there with our post defense, but again, we're not playing a traditional 5, and Eminer's got some size on us. But overall, to hold people the way we are. Of course, Lander, Clayton State aren't shooting it great anyway, and I don't know about Aiken. I haven't looked at their stats, but in North Georgia is like us. They can shoot way better than their stats show. But we'll find out as we get further along in the games, what kind of defensive unit we have. But at the moment, holding people under 70, under 40% from the field, certainly a positive thing to look at.
First 2 weekends were on the road, 3 neutral site games and a road game against UNG last time out. Your team's been really good at home. You've won 27 of your last 28 here at home and have had great success in home openers. How eager do you think this group is to finally be back at a place they've practiced all preseason and certainly are probably ready to roll in a game they try to bounce back against these Nighthawks?
Well, I think they are winners. And we're going to find out how much of a winner they are, because you're playing a team that you just played and you lost on their home floor. And, we're 2-2. A lot of the stats after the Clayton game, it kind of elevated and then it fell back down after North Georgia. And, if you're like me and you go and look at all the stuff, we're like, there's 39 teams in the region. I think we're like 30th. And that's just not where we want to be. It's not where we want to live. And I make sure to remind it to them. I make sure to remind them where our shooting percentages are, and just not where we've been and where we've been accustomed to really in my tenure, to be honest with you, but especially over the last 10 years. So I think they'll be motivated to come out and play their first home game at home against a really quality opponent, obviously ranked number 4 in the country preseason. And they've lost 3 games to 3 quality opponents. And the good thing about North Georgia is they're not going to give you the game. Like if we win the game today, if in an hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever, if we come out and we win the game, then we've had to do enough to win the game, and not a situation where they played so poorly that we could also win the game by playing poorly. You got to play good to beat them. And, I'm certainly looking forward to seeing how we respond.
Good luck today, Coach.
Thank you, Andrew.
That's the head coach, Mike Mincy. We're back for more on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
We're getting closer to tip-off.
Price picks it up, and Carson-Newman is the South Atlantic Conference Tournament champions.
More CN memories are headed your way on the Eagles Sports Network.
Power comes with not only having a voice, but knowing that it is heard. As part of an electric co-op, you're not just getting electricity, you're getting the power to have your voice heard and the opportunity to work together with your community to create a better tomorrow. Here, you're not just a customer, you're a member. AEC, empowering voices just like yours.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back inside of Holt Fieldhouse, where Carson-Newman is set to play its home opener against the North Georgia team that's back in Jefferson City for the first time since 2022. It was December 3rd, a 31-point victory for Mike Mincy's crew, all because of a strong second half. Mincy's team outscored North Georgia 56-24 in the second half to win by 31 points. That was Carson-Newman, and still is, the program's largest win over a ranked team that day. 31 was the point victory that day for the Lady Eagles, 92-61. There's only 4 players on these two combined teams that are still playing. Caroline Martin for North Georgia, Keely Rogers, Emily Gonzalez, Callie McMahon for Carson-Newman. It's the Lady Eagles. It's the Nighthawks before Thanksgiving. The Eagles trying to get a ranked win for the 11th straight season. We'll bring you the coverage from Holt Fieldhouse. On the other side, this is the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This
goes up with the right hand, scores, and one.
Is Carson-Newman women's basketball on the Eagle Sports Network.
To Weichel, top of the key, 3 for Braylon's up, swished in. Braylon Weichel from downtown gives Carson-Newman the lead back.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative, Domino's, Fresh Ideas, by the Eagle Club, First Bank, by Magaha Electric, Inner Digital, by Food City, by the Eagle Shop, Tri-Light, by Premier Building Maintenance, by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, by the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, and by Lisa's Country Kitchen. Now, back to the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
All right, National Anthem wraps up here inside of Holt Fieldhouse, and the Lady Eagles are set to play their home opener, a group that has won 17 of its past 18 home openers. Glad to have you alongside, Andrew Rogers. Courtside to bring you today's action. Let's bring you the North Georgia starting lineup. We will start in the backcourt. A sophomore from Austell, Georgia, Zayna Preston. Zayna Preston is coming off a career-high 22 points. The Nighthawks also send out a sophomore from Dahlonega, Georgia, Avery Jones. She averages 14 points per game. Eagles held her to just 12 on limited shot attempts. In the first meeting, Hannah Kale rounds out the backcourt, along with Caroline Martin, the team's leading scorer. Martin scores 16.5 points per game on the season. Eagles held her to 11, and then Kendall Eminer rounds out the lineup, the 6'2 junior forward. Carson-Newman's changing it up. Maddie Knuckles is in the front court for the Lady Eagles. The junior forward averages 11 points per game. In the backcourt, you've got Emily Gonzalez, 27.5 minutes per game this year, coming off an 11-point performance on Saturday. Jennifer Sullivan's the team leading scorer with 19 a game. She scored a
season high 23 last time out. The change to CN's lineup, Chloe Heath, number 30, freshman from Maryville, Tennessee, 8.6 rebounds off the Lady Eagles bench. She is into the starting lineup. And out goes Caroline Hill for this game. Keely Rogers, the redshirt junior forward from Knoxville, rounds out the five. So Knuckles, Heath, Rogers make up a taller, lengthier front court. Back court is two senior guards, Emily Gonzalez and Jennifer Sullivan. Four-guard lineup for the Nighthawks, led by Buffy Burson in her 667 career victories. Mike Mincy in his 15th season with 289 career victories in his 15 seasons now. 2-2 are the Lady Eagles. Nighthawks are 4-3 in the visiting black uniforms. Carson-Newman in the home white for the first time playing in Holt Fieldhouse. The ball is in the air. Knuckles tips it into the backcourt. Keely Rogers tracks it down, and we're underway with the Lady Eagles moving left to right against the ranked Nighthawks. Rogers left wing. Chest pass top of the key off to Jennifer Sullivan. Skip pass right corner to Gonzalez. She jab steps, now dribbles back out toward the perimeter. Has the ball poked away, recovers at the elbow, drives to the block. Kicks it back out with 7 to shoot. Sullivan's got it for CN. Timer's down to 4. Sullivan around the screen, steps back, 2 to shoot, gives it to Rogers. Left wing heave is up and too strong. Preston, the defensive rebound. Eagles had to work for that shot. And now North Georgia gets their first chance. It's Jones in transition for a 3 and barely hit the backboard. It missed short. Rebound, Emily Gonzalez. Transition to Sullivan. She pump fakes a 3, driving to the basket. Right-hand shot off glass is short. Defensive rebound, Caroline Martin. Nighthawks run. Jones scanning the floor, skips it left side. Preston hit 4 triples on Saturday. This one's too strong. Defensive rebound, Gonzalez. Gonzalez sprints into the front court. Crossover dribble inside the arc. Looks for a cutter. Finds Knuckles wide open for a left-hand layup. Nice pass from Gonzalez to Knuckles. Carson-Newman's on the board. 70 seconds in to start the scoring. 2-0. Caroline Martin reverses to Hannah Kale. Kale was 3 of 11 on Saturday. Stops in the paint. Backdoor to Jones, who floats it up and scores. Nice action there. Avery Jones averages 14 a game and has her first 2. We're level 90 seconds in. Gonzalez and Knuckles off to Keely Rogers. Recovering and back from an injury last year. Gives to Sullivan now. Ball stops with her. Now gives it to a Gonzalez open 3, and she buries it from the right corner. Emily Gonzalez had only taken 1 3 through the first 4 games. Makes her first of the year, and it's 5-2. Carson-Newman back in front. Jones out front to Kale. Back to Avery Jones. She pump fakes a 3 going baseline. Looks for a cutter. Finds Caroline Martin, but her wild layup misses off the backboard. And out of bounds, it goes back to Carson-Newman. I think it was altered potentially by Sullivan from behind, who was trailing the play. It looked like it was going to be an easy 2, but the contest late was good enough by Sullivan to prevent that layup, as Gonzalez's 3 has given Carson-Newman the lead. With the Eagles back with possession. Sullivan drives middle, gives to Rogers. Rogers driving middle, floats one up off glass. No. Offensive rebound. Heath was in good position, and North Georgia had to knock it out of bounds. 20 back on the shot clock. 7:40 to play in the first quarter. Carson-Newman 5, North Georgia 2. Inbound Heath, right elbow. Knuckles, backdoor find to Sullivan. They switched onto her. Rogers left corner 3 in the air. Swish. Keely buckets from the left corner. She knocks down her 4th 3 of the year. Carson-Newman's hit back-to-back triples to lead by 6. Preston in the lane. Fadeaway shot from the left elbow is too strong. Defensive rebound, Keely Rogers. Rogers head up, looking ahead. Finds Knuckles, who wasn't ready for the pass. It hits off her noggin, and the Nighthawks come up with a turnover. Numbers for the North Georgia Nighthawks. Heath blocks a shot inside. Eminer the rebound, and she's fouled, just hugged from behind by 2 white jerseys. They'll get Chloe Heath in her first career start for the foul. Good defensive play initially by the freshman on Kale, but commits the foul. 7:06 first quarter. Eagles ahead by 6. North Georgia ball inbounding right baseline. Lob out front, Eminer. Goes right corner back to Hannah Kale. Now out front, Avery Jones. 3 minutes into this first quarter now. Martin right-hand dribble to the free throw line. Stops, gives it to Kale. Step back 3 from the Georgia College. Transfers off to the right. Defensive rebound, Chloe Heath. Transition goes Carson-Newman. Gonzalez, left wing drive to the paint. Right-hand hook shot in the lane. Off glass for 2. A quick 5 from Emily Gonzalez. Carson-Newman's on an 8-0 run and leads by 8. Nighthawks reverse it into the left corner. It's Zaina Preston, handoff with Jones. Bounce it to the left block, Eminer. Eminer backing down Chloe Heath, puts it up over Heath, and gets the friendly roll. Nice shot by Kendall Eminer. She scored 15, a season high on Saturday, and ends a drought for North Georgia here in this opening frame. 10-4, 6-12 and counting in the first. Sullivan around his screen, pick and pop with Heath. Shot's not there. Goes corner for Gonzalez, who rips through, goes to the basket, shoots off glass, and scores again. 5 straight for Emily Gonzalez. She's got a game-high 7. And Carson-Newman's back in front by 8. 12-4, 4 minutes into the period. Jones spinning in the lane against Rogers. Hounded, throw it inside to Eminer. She catches, goes up with a shot off glass, and it gets the roll. Kendall Eminer with back-to-back field goals for North Georgia. It's 12-6 as Carson-Newman brings it left to right, having made 3 consecutive field goals. Rogers 3 and Gonzalez back-to-back buckets. This time it's Sullivan driving in the lane, floating one up, and it's too strong. Offensive rebound. Knuckles putback shot is good. Carson-Newman off to a red-hot start from the field. 6 of its first 10 to jump back in front again by 8, matching its largest first-quarter lead. Kale pump fakes a 3, gets around Knuckles, goes to the bucket and gets swatted out of bounds. 5:11 to go first quarter, changes both ways. Abigail Johnson missed the first 4 games with an illness. She is on the floor for the first time in her redshirt sophomore year. Sybil Penland will sprint into the game as well for Carson-Newman. North Georgia brings Riley Simmons and Maddie Millar into the game for the first time. Knuckles and Heath will exit for Carson-Newman at the 5:11 mark. Long inbound out near midcourt. Tracking it down is Avery Jones. Approaching the halfway point of the first. Preston thought about a step back 3. Now hands to Millar. She launches from a left wing and 3-pointer. It's well short. Defensive rebound, CN. Sybil Penland in transition off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez steps into a 16-footer and swishes it in. Emily Gonzalez, have yourself a first quarter. She is 4 of 5 from the field with 9 points. And Carson-Newman leads by 10. Jones, floater in the lane, rolls around and through. Good shot by Avery Jones, her second field goal. Eagles quickly in transition. Sullivan had the ball poked away, a steal for Preston. Transition, but Carson-Newman pokes it away for a steal. Sullivan back into the picture for the steal. 5-on-4, Rogers gives it back to Sullivan. Step in 3, buckets. A hectic sequence leads to a CN triple, and Buffy Burson in North Georgia needs a timeout. Carson-Newman made just 27% of its shots on Saturday, and they're rolling in Holt Fieldhouse in the home opener. 8 of 12 from the field to start, and 3 of 4 from 3. Emily Gonzalez's 9 early points as Carson-Newman up 11 with 4:16 to play in the first quarter. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
Carson-Newman's in front by double digits on the 14th rated North Georgia Nighthawks. Andrew Rogers, glad to have you alongside courtside for Carson-Newman's home opener. Eagle fans, Lisa's Country Kitchen serves the best home-cooked meals the Lakeway region has to offer. Lisa's Country Kitchen is the official restaurant of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Preston and the Nighthawks have the ball, moving right to left. She brings it front court around a screen, driving to the left block, stops, fades, and scores. Nice shot by Zayna Preston. She has her first basket after a career-high 22 Saturday. Caroline Hill lining up a quick triple 3, left wing short, rebound Simmons. Outlet to Preston as she crosses half court. In and out dribble, and there's a foul, I think, on the drive, or maybe away from the play. They do get it away from the play. It's Abigail Johnson, the redshirt sophomore from Cookeville, Tennessee. Played 11 minutes per game last year in transition there. A bump on Eminer to commit her first foul, team's second. Inbound to Eminer, high post left elbow. She faces, dribbles, picks it up, running right hand. Hook is good in the lane. Nice shot by Kendall Eminer. She's got 6 points, made all 3 of her field goals, in North Georgia with a quick 4 points to start or after the media break. Johnson looking inside. They throw it to Sybil Penland, backing down Preston, goes to the up and under off glass and gets the roll. Sybil Penland had a mismatch underneath, takes advantage for 2. Carson-Newman continues to stay red hot from the field, having made 7 of its last 9 shots. Preston lining up a left corner 3. This one swished in. Zayna Preston from downtown with her second field goal. North Georgia's first 3 makes it a 6-point game. Sullivan, right wing. Around his screen. Goes left wing. Hill pump fakes the shot. Dribbling at the top of the key, halfway through the possession. Under 3 to play first quarter. Hill right-hand dribble, going to the basket. Right-hand shot off glass is short. Defensive rebound. Jones and the Nighthawks. She brings the ball up the right-hand side of the floor with a right-hand dribble. Simmons now dribbles out front. The USC Aiken transfer gives to the Anderson transfer, Preston. Now to Millar. Left wing, out front, it's Jones. Shot clock down to 10. Avery Jones in and out crossover. Stops in the lane. Shot up over Penland is good. North Georgia starting to heat up. They've made 5 straight shots from the field to make it a 4-point game. North Georgia now shooting above 50%. Gonzalez front court gives to Caroline Hill. Top of the key, Johnson. Bounce it. Sybil Penland right side inside the arc. Out to Sullivan. 2 to play in the first. Sullivan around his screen. Gets inside the arc, goes left corner with a pass to Hill. Eagles down to 6 on the timer. Hill gives to Sullivan, a jab step. Sullivan into the lane, 2 to shoot, puts it up off to the right. Offensive rebound, Sybil Penland puts it back up, missed it, but got fouled. A late whistle, but it is indeed a shooting foul as Sybil Penland grabbed the offensive rebound and was fouled. Free throws for the freshman from Sevierville after Sullivan's miss in the lane. Penland in good position to get that offensive rebound. Carly Hayworth, Madeline Ladd are into the game for the first time. Along with Maddie Knuckles back in, Jaylee Soares in for the first time for North Georgia as Sybil Penland puts the first free throw up and good. That foul, by the way, was on Riley Simmons. Her first, North Georgia's first of the quarter. 22-17. Penland's second one's up and good as well. 6-point Carson-Newman lead. Caroline Martin brings it into the front court at the right wing. Crosses over, rejecting a screen. Cut off along the baseline and now dumps a pass back out front. Jones. 90 seconds left in the quarter. Jones goes around Ladd and gets a left-hand layup. 23-19. Strong scoring quarter for North Georgia, matching Carson-Newman's strong period. Caroline Hill to Ladd, and now left side it's Penland. Sybil gives to Maddie Knuckles, top of the key. Right wing Ladd gives to Caroline Hill. Hill around his screen, launches from deep. It's too strong off the heel. Rebound, Avery Jones. North Georgia can draw within a possession. They've made its last 6 shots from the field. Jones pump fakes a 3, now gives to Storr. Storr left-hand dribble to the paint, stops in the lane, looks, now fades away from the left elbow. Shot is wide right. And we've got a foul going for the rebound. It was Eminer trying to get around Knuckles, and a good box out from Maddie. Picks up Kendall Eminer's first foul. Good box out. It's the second team foul on the Nighthawks. Unnecessary too. Knuckles had great position the whole time, especially with where that ball landed off the miss. 40 seconds in the first. Hayworth around his screen. Pump fakes the 3. Now gets the ball back on a return pass to Hill. Knuckles, crossover dribble, gets around Eminer, floats it up off glass. No, Caroline Hill, offensive rebound. Extra chance. Hill dribbles out to the wing for a 3 and buries it. Caroline Hill dribbles all the way out after the offensive rebound. North Georgia left her open, and Carson-Newman's made 4 first quarter triples. The lead is 7 again. Shot clock off. 15 seconds left in the quarter. Jones pump fakes, now dribbles it out toward the left wing. 6 left in the first. Jones around his screen, driving middle, stops at the free throw line, gives to Eminer with 2. Eminer cross-court skip. It's Millar for 3. No good. And that's the first quarter. High-scoring first quarter in Holt Fieldhouse. Carson-Newman was red hot early. North Georgia matched by making 6 of its final 8 field goals, but Carson-Newman's 4 triples the difference. Caroline Hill ends the scoring in the first quarter with her first 3. Carson-Newman's got a 7-point lead at the end of the first 10 minutes. It's 26-19 Lady Eagles on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
Back at Hope Fieldhouse, Carson-Newman's off to a great start offensively, making 53% of its shots in the first period, but the distinct advantage, despite North Georgia also shooting 50%, is the fact that Carson-Newman's made 4 of its 7 threes, while North Georgia's only attempted 4 and has only made 1 of its 4 in the first quarter. 26-19, North Georgia will start the second quarter with possession. Zayna Preston dribbles and gives to Kale at the right wing to Martin. They go high-low to Eminer inside, puts it up over Knuckles, missed the shot. Knuckles may have blocked that. Rebound, Sybil Penland. Carson-Newman gets a much-needed stop to start the second period. Carly Hayworth runs the point to begin the quarter. Knuckles, chest pass to Sybil Penland, throw it to the right block. Ladd backing down. Kale fades away, shot's too strong. And Knuckles going for the offensive rebound, slaps it out of bounds. North Georgia ball. Well, these two teams met on Saturday, and it was a high-scoring first quarter in the Convocation Center. It was 20-19, and then after that, Carson-Newman only made 10 shots the rest of the way after a strong first quarter offensively. Kale gets around. Ladd floats one up off glass. No good. Left it short. Caroline Martin with the offensive rebound. Third offensive rebound for the Nighthawks early on. Preston off to Kale. She pump fakes a triple, driving middle, flips it up with a left hand off glass. Crafty finish there by Hannah Kale. Her first field goal. And it's a 5-point game. We're a minute into the second. Carly Hayworth, triple drive, now gives to Sybil Penland. Penland picks her dribble up, goes to Ladd. Carson-Newman's got 4 bench players in the Knuckles on the floor, the only starter. Hayworth around his screen, lining up atop of the key 3. It's in the air. It's off the glass first. Too strong. Rebound. Tracked down in the corner by Eminer. So Carson-Newman was 10 of 19 in the first quarter. Has missed 3 straight to start the second. Preston going to the basket. Stops in the lane. Kicks it out. Caroline Martin wide open. Right wing 3 is short off the iron. It rolls off. And it's rebounded by Madeline Ladd for Carson-Newman. Ladd transition, skip it to the baseline. Penland's open for a jump shot. It's too strong. Long rebound into the corner for Hill. Caroline Hill keeps the possession alive for Carson-Newman, her second offensive rebound. 2 minutes into the second, Carson-Newman looking for its first basket of the period. Sybil Penland gives to Knuckles with 5, to Carly Hayworth with 4. Hayworth around a double screen, driving to the basket, left hand flip off glass, sneaks it in there. Carly Hayworth gives Carson-Newman its first points of the period. Lead back to 7. Jones rips through, driving left on Hill. Stops inside the free throw line. Left corner to Preston, throw it inside. Too hot of a pass. Knuckles there for the steal. It went through Eminer's hands. Skip it, left corner. Ladd inside Penland. One more. It flips it up. Too strong. Rebound kept alive. Caroline Hill's in there to secure it. Another extra chance for Carson-Newman. 6 offensive rebounds early on. Hill around his screen. Lost the triple. tried to get around Eminer and bounced it. It bounced out of her hands for a Carson-Newman turnover, just the third by the Lady Eagles. Line change for CN. Heath, Sullivan, Rogers, Gonzalez back in. So the starting five for Carson-Newman. North Georgia brings Maddie Millar back to the floor and Ava McLaughlin for the first time. They've got three starters surrounding those two reserves. Preston out to Martin, left elbow, 3 minutes into the second. Martin out to Kale. Pump fakes, now launches the top of the key triple and buries it. North Georgia's second triple, and it's 28-24. Nighthawks hanging around in a game that it has not led yet. Carson-Newman's led by as many as 11. That was a 19-8 margin 3 minutes into the game, or 6 minutes into the game, rather. Heath, dribble handoff with Sullivan halfway through the possession. Sullivan driving inside the arc, stops at the block, gives it to Heath. Catch and shoot shot from the elbows, too strong. Defensive rebound, Hannah Kale. She brings the ball up the timeline, gives to Caroline Martin. Martin driving inside the arc, gets around Knuckles, flips it up, and is fouled. Takes a hard fall as well. And Caroline Martin will get free throws for North Georgia. All four of her teammates on the floor there to help her back from the hardwood after taking the fall with Knuckles and Heath in the area, but it's Knuckles who was doing the individual defending call for the foul, her first. First foul of the period as Martin's first free throw is up and good. She shoots free throws at an 82% rate and is the active career leader in Division II in free throw makes, free throw attempts, and points scored. Second one gets a friendly roll off after hitting the front of the iron, and it's 28-26. Triple handoff, Gonzalez to Sullivan. Heath now gives it back to Sullivan. Eagles have seen the Nighthawks get within two. Sullivan dribble drive to Rogers. Skip it to Gonzalez, top of the key. Emily crosses over, gets into the lane, gives to Knuckles. She pump fakes a three, driving to the basket, floats it up, and scores. Good all-around action and a great possession from CN leads to Maddie Knuckles' third field goal. She's got 6. Kale, quick trigger, left wing 3 is an air ball. Chloe Heath boxes out and grabs the rebound, but we had chaos along the sideline. Rogers couldn't control the initial outlet pass, but threw it off Maddie Millar. And Carson-Newman will keep possession. Eagles, the defensive stop, and almost turned it back over, but the good anticipation here by Rogers. Heads up play, keeps the possession with CN. Knuckles out front. Hands it off. Chloe Heath pump fakes a 3. One dribble, top of the key. Triple swish. Chloe Heath has her first basket in her first career start. That's Carson-Newman's 5th triple. And just like that, CN's got 5 straight and a 7-point lead again. 5:15 and counting in this second quarter. Millar launches from the corner, or from the wing rather. Left it short and off to the right. Rebound CN. Gonzalez in transition, driving to the cup. Left hand shot off glass is good. Emily Gonzalez just beat Zayna Preston to the basket. It's a 7-0 burst from Carson-Newman in the last minute to lead again by 9. Kale, right-hand dribble. Can't get around Knuckles. Gives it to Preston at the baseline. Now to Millar. Right wing triple in the air. It's short again. Rebound Jennifer Sullivan. Sullivan transition with numbers for CN. Throws it inside. Gonzalez back out. Chloe Heath trailing 3 in the air. Left it short. Rebound will go out of bounds to the North Georgia bench, and it brings us to a timeout in the action. Carson-Newman, nice little run here leading into the media break. Carson-Newman scored 7 straight in the last 75 seconds. Still shooting 50+% from the field. And Emily Gonzalez' game-high 11 has Carson-Newman up by 9 with 4:33 left in the second quarter. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Carson-Newman has held North Georgia to just 2 of 8 shooting, and the Lady Eagles have extended what was once an 11-point first half lead back out to 9 points at this media break. Lady Eagles are 4 of 10 from the field in this second quarter to lead by 9 again, 7 straight from CN as well. Preston behind the back, dribble inside the arc. She goes, gives it to Martin at the wing. Now high post touch for Eminer. Back to the basket, lobs it to Jones left wing. Eagles switch on the guard-to-guard screen, and now they give it back to Preston. Eagles switch again. Preston picks up her dribble at the free throw line. 7 to shoot, throw it to the block. Eminer, jump hook, no. Rebound tapped out by North Georgia's Simmons. Going for the rebound. Gonzalez was in good position. Simmons forced to slap it out. And the scoring drought for the Nighthawks is now beyond 2 minutes. 4 straight misses for Buffy Burson's team. And Carson-Newman can regain a double-digit lead on this trip. 4 to play in the second quarter. Knuckles around his screen. Stops in the lane and gets tied up. The possession arrow favors North Georgia. It is blue ball. One side of the possession arrow at the scores table does not work. And so there was confusion initially, but it is North Georgia possession. 3:50 and counting second quarter. 9-point Carson-Newman lead. Thanks to 5 of 10 shooting from long range as well. Carson-Newman's been able to jump out to an early lead and has not allowed North Georgia to have a lead in this first half. Caroline Martin lobs it to the elbow. Eminer gives it back to Martin with 8. Caroline around his screen, stops at the free throw line, pitches out. Preston long 3 in the air, buckets. Zayna Preston hit 4 triples, had a career high on Saturday. That's her 3rd field goal, and it ends a drought for North Georgia offensively. Sullivan pump fakes a 3, driving around Martin, hangs in the air off glass and scores. Difficult 2 from Jen, her 2nd field goal. Carson-Newman back in front by 8 points, 37-29. Ball reversed into the left corner. Preston fakes a dribble handoff, stops at the free throw line, spins in the lanes, stops. Great defense by Gonzalez. She's forced to shoot over as Preston and bricks it off the backboard. Rebound Rogers. Carson-Newman running ahead to Knuckles. Reverse layup with the right hand from the left side. Rogers with the vision and Knuckles with the touch inside. And Carson-Newman's back in front by 10. 8 for Knuckles. Jones drives, kicks left corner. Preston another 3. It's an air ball right to Avery Jones. Her shot is short. Defensive rebound, Rogers. Rogers running the floor, scanning it, still with the dribble. Hands off for a cutting Gonzalez. Now to Maddie Knuckles. Catch 3, left wing. Rolls off the iron. Rebound Simmons. Good pace to this game so far as Martin brings it to the top of the key. There's only been 5 combined fouls. Preston, right wing dribble handoff with Jones. Long 3, multiple steps behind the line, and Avery Jones buries it. 4th North Georgia 3. Jones is first. Brings it back to a single-digit game. 7-point Carson-Newman lead. $1:50 to play in the half. Sullivan step back 3, and the answer for Jen. Sullivan's 2 of 2 from deep. She's got back-to-back 20-point games entering this one. That's her 8th point. Eagles answer and push the margin back to 10. Martin throws it to the left block. Eminer backing down Heath. Try to skip pass, and Gonzalez intercepts. Emily past Preston. Stops and scores. Gonzalez the steal and the deuce. She has a game-high 13 on 6 of 7 shooting, and Carson-Newman has its largest lead of the half. Martin to the basket, gets blocked at the rim, and it goes out of bounds. Whole host of subs for both teams are coming in with 69 seconds to play in the second quarter. Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles, located in the MSAC Grand Hall. The Eagle Shop has all of your Carson-Newman apparel from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. Visit them at eagleshop.cn.edu. North Georgia just barely gets it in before a violation. Off to Hannah Kale. Kale driving middle on Hill. Stops at the free throw line, lobs it to Jones. No hesitation on the three, left it short. Store offensive rebound, had it poked away. Carson-Newman's got numbers. Gonzalez pace up the floor to the elbow, shoots and missed it strong. Rebound Preston. 45 seconds left in the quarter. North Georgia going quickly. Store guarded by Johnson. High post touch for Kylie Graham. Backing down Knuckles. Kicks it to the elbow or to the wing for Kale. Back out Preston. A three is in the air. It's an air ball. Out of bounds to Carson-Newman. Shot clock is off. Preston cooling off a little bit. She has 8 points, but is now 2 of 6 from three. She was 4 of 7 on Saturday from distance. Final possession of this first half. Gonzalez walks it across the timer. Mike Mincy yelled for a play as Emily walked it across half court. Carson-Newman's spaced the floor here. 10 seconds. The Eagles get into their set. Dribble handoff. Sullivan fakes a pass around his screen. 5 to shoot. Jen driving to the basket. Kicks it corner. Knuckles catch and shoot. 3 is an air ball. Actually, it barely grazed the iron. Just barely skidded off of it. And it goes out of bounds with 0.5 seconds on the clock. Just barely enough time for a catch and shoot. Gonzalez lobs it up. Knuckles the catch. And that'll be the halftime break. Strong first half from Carson-Newman, trying to respond after shooting just 27% on Saturday. What do the Eagles do? Well, they hold North Georgia to 37% shooting, and Carson-Newman erupts for 50% shooting from the field and from three. 6 of 12 from three, 18 of 36 from the field. They're plus 8 on the glass. And Emily Gonzalez is rolling as well in the opening half. She's got 13 points on 6 of 8 shooting, and Carson-Newman leads by 12. It's 44-32 at intermission. We're back for the halftime break after these messages. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Hey, Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
It's halftime. We'll head back to the arena for the Eagle Shop halftime report in 60 seconds. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
AEC is a distributor of Marathon energy-efficient water heaters. We offer 30-gallon to 105-gallon tanks. Marathon water heaters are durable, lightweight, and under warranty to not leak as long as you own your home. Foam insulation allows these thermal storage units to provide long-term temperature control. Marathon's lightweight tank is easier to maneuver and position, and the bowl-shaped tank bottom allows complete sediment drain. AEC, empowering efficiency.
It's halftime on the Eagle Sports Network. Highlights, a check of the Eagle Shop scoreboard, and stats are headed your way.
Euro step in the lane, shot up off glass. It falls in for Keely Rogers.
Now let's head back to the arena. Here's the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back courtside to Holt Fieldhouse. Carson-Newman's playing its home opener and off to a great start. The Eagles have won 27 of their last 28 home games in this building. Only loss was a conference loss to Lincoln Memorial last January, and Carson-Newman's off and running. They've won 7 straight home games dating back to the end of last year. And Carson-Newman off to a great start. 44-32 is the halftime score over 14th rated North Georgia. Carson-Newman's offense played very well and shot very well. Mike Mincy said after Saturday's game, it's just a matter of putting the ball in the basket. He loved the shots that his group got on Saturday at North Georgia's Convocation Center. They just were not dropping, but they were dropping early for Mike Mincy's team. They shot 53% in the first quarter, and at one point were 8 of 12 from the field. Did finish the quarter 10 of 19, but the 8 of 12 shooting start allowed Carson-Newman to jump out to a 19-8 lead at the 4:16 mark of the first quarter. 3-pointers in the first 6 minutes came from Jennifer Sullivan, Keely Rogers, and Emily Gonzalez, and Carson-Newman led by 11. But North Georgia's offense would make 6 of its final 8 shots in the opening frame, and what was an 11-point lead was cut down to close as 4. But a Caroline Hill triple ended the first quarter, and Carson-Newman's 4-point lead at the time increased back to 7, 26-19 at the end of the first quarter. High-scoring first quarter saw both teams shoot above 50%. Then North Georgia made a great run. They scored 7 of the first 9 points of the second quarter and made it a 2-point game 4 minutes in. But Carson-Newman went on another one of those extended runs over the final 6 minutes of the first half. Carson-Newman outscored North Georgia 16-6. Only field goals for the Nighthawks were 3-pointers by Preston and Jones 2 minutes apart in the period. Carson-Newman got a whole host of scoring during that 16-6 burst that did not feature any consecutive scoring runs other than a 7-0 run over 60 seconds in the frame. But the extended burst allowed Carson-Newman to jump out and lead by 12 points at the break, 44-32. A whole host of scoring during that run. Knuckles, Heath, Gonzalez, Sullivan all scored during that 16-6 run to end the break. Gonzalez has the most points by a Carson-Newman player in the opening half. She has 13 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds, and has buried her only triple try in the first half as well. She's the only Eagle in double figures, but multiple have had quality halves as well to be close to that number. Jennifer Sullivan, efficient, 3 of 5, 2 of 2 from 3 with 8 points in 15 minutes. Maddie Knuckles, 8 points on 4 of 7 shooting. Off the bench, Caroline Hill buried a triple. Chloe Heath in her first career start buried a triple, as did Keely Rogers. All 3 of those players have 3. Sybil Penland off the bench with 4, and Carly Hayworth off the bench has 2 points to round out Carson-Newman's 44-point half. North Georgia led by Avery Jones. She has 11 points on 5 of 8 shooting. Preston with 8 points. Eminor with 6. North Georgia's top scorer, Caroline Martin, has not scored a field goal. She has 2 points. They've been from the foul line in her 15 minutes on the floor in the opening half. Halftime score from Holt, it's 44-32. We'll take a break. We'll come back with a SAC scoreboard update when we return to Holt Fieldhouse. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
A check of the SAC scoreboard is next. Stick around on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Hey, Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
The Eagles Sports Network is part of SAC Live, the official digital network of the South Atlantic Conference. SAC Live is the home of all your South Atlantic Conference sports action, including 20 SAC championships. Time to get caught up with some SACtion. Here are the happenings around the South Atlantic Conference and the nation. Let's go around the league with a scoreboard update. Now back to the arena.
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back to Holt Fieldhouse, where Carson-Newman's played a strong first half, leading 44-32. Going to need another good 20 minutes against this 14th ranked North Georgia side. That is 4-3 this year. Eagles trying to avenge a Saturday loss in Dahlonega to the same Nighthawks. Around the league today, Catawba is going to play at Livingstone at 5:30. Mars-Hill is going to play a road game against Georgia College today. That's a 5:30 contest. Mars-Hill on the road. Coker hosting an Augusta team that lost to Catawba on their home floor last week. That's an interesting battle. Carson-Newman obviously sees Catawba on Saturday for the SAC opener. That Lenore-Ryan USC Beaufort score is in the second half. Lenore-Ryan playing well. They're up 18, 3 minutes left in the third quarter, 58-40. The Bears have just one player in double figures. There's only one score in the game in double digits. That's Aaliyah L. in her game high 23 points for the Bears, trying to snap a 2-game losing streak. Carson-Newman men's basketball is set to play its second consecutive road game. That's tomorrow in Dahlonega, Georgia. So Carson-Newman's women playing North Georgia at home. Carson-Newman's men are at North Georgia, a battle of unbeaten teams. Out of the SAC and Peach Belt Conference, 2 o'clock tip. Adam Cavalier has the coverage starting at 1:45 here on our airwaves. It's Carson-Newman 44 and North Georgia 32. Eagles trying to win their home opener for the 18th time in the last 19 seasons. We're back for the second half from Holt after these messages. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijo's, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijo's is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijo's features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman basketball.
Into the front court, losing her dribble, kicks it out, right wing, 3 from Bergstrom is up and good! As the buzzer sounds to end the first half.
On the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Andrew Rogers, glad to have you back at Holt Fieldhouse. Carson-Newman leads North Georgia, 14th rated North Georgia at halftime. In the home opener, it's 44-32. Strong first half by Emily Gonzalez in this Carson-Newman offense. Emily is leading all scorers with her 13 points in the first half. Had it rolling from all over the floor. That was her corner three to start her afternoon, and then was going to work in the painted area against this North Georgia defense. Gonzalez, 6 of 8 from the field, but not only has she scored the ball well, has 4 assists and 3 rebounds to go along with a steal, and she's +9 when playing in that first half. There's her steal in this first half. It led to a layup toward the end of that first half, and her production is much needed for this Carson-Newman offense. Nobody else on this team in their career has led Carson-Newman women's basketball in scoring other than Jennifer Sullivan. Mike Mincy is eager to have somebody step up to be a consistent scorer, and so far it's been Emily Gonzalez. We'll see how she fares in this second half. Her career high is 16. She's only 3 off of that, and she's reset her season high for the second straight game, 44-32, as we get set for the start of half number 2. Eagle fans, Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. When you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Get a large one-topping pizza for $6.99 when you use your Carson-Newman ID. Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Second half is underway. Carson-Newman's moving right to left in the white uniforms. Chloe Heath, the starting 5 out there. She's making her first career start. Rogers rejects the double screen, going baseline, kicks it out Knuckles. Plenty of time on the clock. Sullivan top of the key, sizing up Jones. Stops at the elbow, met by a double team, and they force a turnover. One-on-one break. Jones against Gonzalez. She stopped, shoots, and missed it short. Good individual defense by Emily. We've got an injured Nighthawk, and that will slow play. It was Zayna Preston, the sophomore, shaken up for North Georgia. 29 seconds into the second half. I think there was a collision as she went to steal that ball and knock it away from Sullivan and kind of fell on the hardwood awkwardly. Buffy Burson and the athletic trainer out there to check on Preston, who's kind of favoring that left side a little bit. And Hope Fieldhouse crowd will give her a round of applause, getting back to her feet. Little ginger walk to the floor. This is a North Georgia team that only has 10 players on its roster, so values each and every one of the players. They all play. They're all in the rotation. Manny Millar is going to take the place of Preston, who goes toward the end of the bench. Preston had a career-high 22 on Saturday, has 8 so far, but she goes to the sidelines with an injury. Play resumes. Neither side has scored in this second half. Sullivan around his screen, top of the key, crossover dribble, step back, left elbow shot is good. Good-looking offensive sequence there by Jennifer Sullivan. She's in double figures for the 5th straight time to start her senior season. And Carson-Newman expands its lead to 14, largest of the game. Martin high post to Eminer, skip it Millar right wing. The North Florida transfer with a jab step Spins around a screen, now gives to Hannah. Kale with 10. Out to Jones, one more to Martin. 8 to shoot. Martin pump fakes a shot. Stops inside the arc, kicks it out. Malara, 3 in the air. Barely hit the rim. Martin rebound. Out to Jones. Second chance triple is good. Second chance points. North Georgia's 5th point off an offensive rebound. Jones buries her second 3, and it's 46-35. 90 ticks into the third. Sullivan around his screen, top of the key. Stops at the elbow. Skips it right corner. Gonzalez. Emily inside the arc. Gets into the painted area. Stops. Kicks it back out. Chloe Heath. And Heath traveled. Turnover Carson-Newman, just the 6th by the Lady Eagles. Low turnover game. North Georgia only committed 3 in the first half. Ball back in the Nighthawks' hands. As we come up on 2 minutes into this third quarter. Jones right wing dribble. Stops, throws it to the right block. Eminer backing down. Chloe Heath kicks it out. Martin at top of the key. Triple is in the air. It spins in and out. Defensive rebound by Emily Gonzalez. Her 4th to lead CN. Transition. Rogers driving to the paint. Kicks it out. Heath catch and shoot 3 left wing. Short. Rebound on a good box out by Avery Jones. Outlet to Caroline Martin. Skip it left corner. Maddie Millar. No hesitation. 3 is in and out. No good. Halfway down and out. Millar has not had a good showing from deep. She's 0 for 4 as the Eagles tried a pass into the paint in transition, and it was kicked out by North Georgia. 7:41 to go third quarter. Eagles by 11. Gonzalez looking, lobs it into the backcourt. Jones after it. She'll get there first, driving to the basket, shoots and scores and 1. 5 straight from Avery Jones, and North Georgia's made it a single-digit game. Just a miscommunication on the inbound. And it leads to a 3-point play opportunity for the sophomore from Dahlonega. 46-37. Jones has 16 points. Next one, or the free throw for the 3-point play is no good, and then slapped out by North Georgia. So just the layup. Foul was on Jennifer Sullivan, her first, and the first by Carson-Newman in the third. Timeout, Mike Mincy. He wants to chat things over. North Georgia's scored 5 of the first 7 points here in the third quarter. It brings us to a break. 7:38 to go third quarter. Carson-Newman by 9 on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Carson-Newman by 9 in its home opener. Eagle fans, Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider. They provide Jefferson City with ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband. Let them serve you. Visit trilite.net. Out of the timeout, it'll be Carson-Newman ball. Lady Eagles burned a timeout. It's first of the game. After Jones's basket and missed free throw. 46-37, 2.5 minutes into the third. Keely Rogers, triple threat position, gives to Maddie Knuckles. Top of the key, 3 in rhythm is short. Rebound tapped into the air by Heath, kept alive by Carson-Newman. We've got a foul going the other way. They get it on Chloe Heath. She was the one that slapped the rebound to Gonzalez. And it'll be Chloe's second foul of the game. Second team foul on Carson-Newman. Again, a low foul game. Carson-Newman's committed 5 fouls, and North Georgia's committed just 2. Jones around his screen. Gives to Kale, top of the key. Throw it inside, but Gonzalez intercepts the pass. Have a day, Emily Gonzalez. Her second steal. Transition into the paint. Kicks it to Rogers. Cross court, Sullivan in rhythm 3 from deep, and she buries it. Sullivan is perfect on her triple tries in this one. She is 3 of 3 and has 13, and Carson-Newman leads by 12. Eagles have buried 7 threes. Throw it inside. Eminer's got position, puts it up over Heath, and got fouled. Heath signaled to the officials that her hands were straight up, but it was not deemed to be that way, and Heath has committed 3 fouls. In comes Abigail Johnson for Heath. Good to see Zayna Preston back in as she takes the place of Hannah Kale. 6:43 to go. Third quarter. Free throws for Kendall Eminer, junior from Macon, Georgia, swishes in the first free throw. This is a good shooting North Georgia team from the foul line. They make 81% of its free throws. That is 15th best nationally. Both good by Eminer. It's a 49-39 game. Gonzalez and Sullivan, the 2 senior guards pacing Carson-Newman's offense right now. They both got 13 on 11 of 15 shooting. Knuckles out front. Skip to Gonzalez. Right wing, Rogers. Nice back cut to Knuckles for the layup off glass. Maddie Knuckles has 10 points. Eagles execute their success, or their set to success, and now a steal. Rogers to the trailing Sullivan. Top of the key 3. Buckets! Heads up find after the steal by Rogers, and Sullivan stays perfect from deep. She is 4 of 4 and has a game-high 16. Jen and the Lady Eagles are rolling in the home opener. 3 straight makes by Carson-Newman's offense, and it has its largest lead. It started with the Knuckles layup, and it continued with the Sullivan triple. 54-39. We'll take a timeout. 6:14 left in the third quarter. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
My favorite thing about my community, the safety, the reliability, the people. We rely on each other, and we rely on local electric co-op. It's not just about electricity. It's about empowering community, empowering moments, empowering safety, empowering togetherness, empowering knowledge. That's why when I need something, I rely on my co-op. I trust my co-op because the co-op is us. We are the co-op. AEC. Member-owned and service-driven.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
North Georgia ball after the timeout, trying to cool off this Carson-Newman offense that shot 27% against the same team on Saturday, is shooting 52% in Holt. Preston around his screen, lobs it high post. Johnson in the game guarding Eminer now. Kick it out front. Martin, no hesitation on the triple try, and she buries it. Good-looking stroke by Caroline Martin. That's the leading scorer on average for North Georgia with her first field goal here in the third quarter. 54-42, Carson-Newman in front. Knuckles, chest pass to Gonzalez. Pass went through her hands and a turnover. A couple of just unforced turnovers by Carson-Newman. You had one on the baseline earlier this quarter, and now that one just slips through Gonzalez's paws, and so Carson-Newman will cough it up for the 7th time, or rather 8th time now, as North Georgia comes front court. Martin left wing. Millar gets a double screen set for and buries a triple. Back-to-back threes out of the timeout. Maddie Millar has her first after missing her first 5. 54-45, and just like that, the three-point shot has brought UNG back to within single digits. Caroline Hill out front. Triple threat position around a Johnson screen is wide open for a 3. Missed it, but an illegal screen set by Johnson. So after North Georgia's timeout, over the last 67 seconds and 2 possessions, North Georgia's gotten a couple of stops and has buried a couple of threes. Martin and Millar then followed by the Johnson foul, gives it back to North Georgia with Jones driving middle, kicks it out. Millar, high post touch. McLaughlin kicks it out Jones driving to the basket, left-hand shot off glass, rolls through and one. 8 straight for North Georgia after a timeout. And with 4:51 to go in the third quarter, the Nighthawks grabbing some momentum. Jones has 18 to lead the Nighthawks. Discrepancy at the scorers table, but we're all good to go. North Georgia has made its last 4 shots from the field. They shot 37% in the first half. That percentage up to 41 here in the third as Jones pays off the three-point play this time with the made free throw. It's a 6-point game. North Georgia hanging around. This is their longest scoring run of the game. Johnson to Hill, left wing. She gets around Jones, now stops at the baseline. Kicks it back out front. Sullivan, a jab step. Jen working on Millar, drives around her, goes right to the basket and makes a right-hand layup. Jennifer Sullivan, efficient here in her first home game of her senior year. That's 18 now. And Carson-Newman snaps the 8-0 scoring run. Preston tied up in the lane. And the arrow favors North Georgia. Carson-Newman started the second half with the ball. Good defensive work there. Good to see Preston, who was shaken up earlier this half, back in the game. Inbound to Martin in the right corner. Jones hands it off for Martin. Wide open triple is up. Good. Caroline Martin's hit 2 third quarter threes, and it's a 5-point game. 56-51. Good response. North Georgia trailed by 15 at the 6:14 mark, and in just 2 minutes, they've made it a 5-point game. Hayworth to Hill. Looking inside, they'll lob it to Johnson. She makes the difficult catch, goes up, and is fouled. Zayna Preston was pleading that she got all ball, but the official from the baseline dings Preston for her first foul. North Georgia's first of the quarter and just third of the game. Johnson to the free throw line for Carson-Newman, looking for her first point of her redshirt sophomore year, and buries it. Was recovering from an illness at the beginning of this season. Participated in Carson-Newman scrimmages on the floor for the first time this season. It makes both free throws. Johnson will stay on the floor. Keely Rogers will come back in, and Maddie Knuckles gets a rest. 58-51. Carson-Newman trying to weather this North Georgia burst offensively. The Nighthawks have made their last 5 attempts from the field, and 3 of them have been triples. Preston around a McLaughlin screen, driving left, gets into the paint, kicks it out. Martin, long 3 is in the air, got partially blocked. Nighthawks keep it in bounds along the baseline, and then Preston has her pass deflected out. Good awareness there by the sophomore guard to recognize the shot was tipped and blocked by Sullivan. Inbound high post, McLaughlin. 3.5 to go third quarter. Eagles by 7. Jones driving around. Rogers flips it up and in. 21 for Avery Jones. It's a 5-point game again. Carly Hayworth dribbles into the front court. Crossover dribble, gets around Millar, bounces Johnson. 1 more to Rogers. Keeley dribbles, hands off for Caroline Hill. She pump fakes a 3, now gives to Sullivan. Sullivan has 18 points, getting into her bag. Goes corner for an open Caroline Hill 3, short. Hill follows her miss, and we've got out of bounds the call. Not a foul, just a out of bounds on Carson-Newman's Hill, and she is shaken up along the baseline. Gonzalez going to the scores table. Hill is holding her left part of her head after the collision with Martin. Immediately did. And Rebecca Spade is Carson-Newman's athletic trainer, out to 10 to Hill, and Mike Mincy's also out there. Hill is back to her feet and able to walk off the floor. Always get concerned about head injuries. Hill seems to be okay, but trying to gather herself as Rebecca Spate tends to her on the bench. Carson-Newman will bring Emily Gonzalez, who has 13 points, back into the game. With 3:05 to go, and for the first time this half, North Georgia's got a chance here to make this a one-possession game. It'd be the closest they've got since the start of the second half. Jones to Millar. top of the key. Tries a pass. It got deflected by Gonzalez. Another Eagles steal. That was set up by Gonzalez's hands. Transition. Emily cut off. Gives it to Rogers. Rogers to Sullivan. Eagles by 5. Sullivan around his screen. Pick and roll not there. They give it to Gonzalez. Skip it left wing. Rogers aiming a 3. It's off to the right. Rebound Jones. Carson-Newman still shooting above 50% from the field. Throw it inside. McLaughlin the catch. The right-hand shot off glass. Missed it, but we've got a late whistle and a foul. Abigail Johnson called for the foul. That's her third. And free throws coming for Ava McLaughlin after she was running the floor. Got good position, and Johnson gave her just enough of an arm bar there. And the officials ringed her up for a foul. 2:22 to go in the third quarter. 5-point game. McLaughlin to the line for the second time this year, and her first free throw swishes in. Riley Simmons waiting to come back into the game for North Georgia as McLaughlin lines up the second free throw. It hits the front of the iron and rolls through. 58-55. 2:22 to play in the third. The Nighthawks have made 6 of their last 7 shots and have outscored Carson-Newman 16-4 since the 6-minute mark of this quarter. Gonzalez left wing to Chloe Heath, top of the key. Heath gives it to Rogers, top of the key. Keeley gives it to Heath. Back out front, Gonzalez. Rogers shaken up here as Gonzalez goes to the basket, flips it off glass. No, rebound tapped out to Hayward. Carly to the baseline, drives on Martin. Gives it to Rogers. One more Sullivan. Open triple try for Sullivan's off to the right. Rebound Avery Jones. Nighthawks can tie the game with a 3. McLaughlin in the lane. Floats it up and short. Rebound tapped, and it's going the other way. A rebound or foul in the rebounding act by McLaughlin. Her first. And North Georgia's second of the quarter. Madeline Ladd back into the game. Carly Hayworth will exit. 102 seconds to play in a third quarter that North Georgia has owned after struggling in the first 4 minutes. Carson-Newman jumped out to a 15-point lead. It's largest of the game, but North Georgia scored 16 of the last 22 points to make it a 3-point game. Gonzalez dribble handoff with Sullivan. Rogers, Ladd, now give it to Gonzalez. Double screen set for Jennifer. Pass deflected. The seniors got it with 9. Jen, right-hand dribble, crossover, drive, floats it up off glass, left it short. Offensive rebound, Rogers. Shot clock reset. That ball barely hit the rim. Rogers to Sullivan. Open right wing 3, short. Martin rebound. Sullivan's gone cold a little bit from 3. She made her first 4 and has now missed her last 2. And with 60 seconds to play in the third quarter, Nighthawks have the ball down 3. Millar to the corner. Simmons dribble handoff with Jones. Throw it inside. McLaughlin has room. Puts it up off glass. Good and 1. Good positioning inside. And McLaughlin pays it off with the and 1. Foul is on Keely Rogers. That is Rogers committing her first foul. Carson-Newman's 5th of the quarter. And Maddie Knuckles is coming into the game for CN, as well as Sybil Penland for Jennifer Sullivan. McLaughlin will try to tie this game. It's up. It's good. North Georgia has tied the game for the first time since the 8:35 mark of the first quarter. Gonzalez races to the basket, stops, kicks it out to Ladd, and the Eagles turn it over. Pass was a little low, and Mike Mincy's called a timeout. Carson-Newman led 54-39 with 6 minutes to play in the third quarter, but North Georgia has scored 19 of the last 23 points in this game and has leveled the score. North Georgia's never led, and they're getting the ball after a Carson-Newman timeout with 42.5 seconds left in the third quarter. InterDigital strives to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services. InterDigital laser focused on your success. Carson-Newman's defense has allowed North Georgia to make 7 of its last 9 shots And North Georgia's defense has forced Carson-Newman into 6 straight misses from the field in a drought that is now 3 minutes and 13 seconds long. An ideal third quarter burst here from Buffy Burson's team on the road in their 3rd true road game of the year, rather 4th true road game of the year. They're 2-1 in their previous 3 road trips this season. Inbounded to Martin. They will not have a 2-for-1 opportunity here, so Carson-Newman would probably get the final shot of the half if it chose to. Jones will dribble out front, 30 seconds left in the quarter. 58 all. Jones, no pressure by Rogers. Clock down to 25. Shot clock now dips to 10. That's when North Georgia runs its offense at the right wing. Jones picks her dribble up, gives to Martin with 5. Throw it inside. McLaughlin, the catch goes off glass and got fouled. Carson-Newman struggling to guard the interior of McLaughlin and Eminer. And a foul on Maddie Knuckles will give North Georgia free throws. Knuckles commits her 2nd foul. And McLaughlin can give North Georgia its first lead with 15.4 seconds left in the 3rd. It's up. It's well short. Ava McLaughlin with her first missed free throw. She's got a season-high 5 points now. She entered the game with just 2 free throw attempts. This will be her 5th of the game. It's up. It's good. And North Georgia has its first lead of the game, 59-58. Carson-Newman races into the front court. Gonzalez to the basket, got decked and fouled by McLaughlin. So Emily wasted no time. Eagles didn't want to hold for one. Went sprinting toward the basket, and Emily got fouled by McLaughlin on the arm. 2nd on her, and Gonzalez can tie the game with her first free throw. It's in the air, and it rolls off the iron. Hit the right side of it and spun off. There's been a lid on this basket for Carson-Newman. Emily's 2nd is in the air, and it's no good either. Hit the right side of the iron and missed. 8 seconds. Martin sprints into the front court with 5. Martin tried to cross over, had her pocket picked, and what do we have? Jump ball. 3 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, and the Eagles tie up possession. The arrow favors Carson-Newman. See what Mike Mincy wants to do here. His team's down by 1. Sybil Penland inbounds. Gonzalez catches. 2-1. Gonzalez running right-hand shot off glass. Nearly went in. 3rd quarter comes to a close in Holt. A quarter dominated by the Nighthawks. They're rated 14th for a reason. They score 19 of the final 23 points of the 3rd quarter. And they outscore Carson-Newman 27-14 in the 3rd. We've played 30 minutes of basketball. Carson-Newman's on a 4-minute scoring drought entering the 4th quarter. 1-point Nighthawks lead. We head to the 4th on the Eagle Sports Network.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Light is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilight.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
We're back in Holt Fieldhouse where Carson-Newman's playing its home opener, but has seen North Georgia take control of this game. They only lead by 1, but they've scored 20 of the last 24 points in that 3rd quarter over a 6-minute stretch and held Carson-Newman scoreless for the final 4 minutes of the 3rd. And that's why the Nighthawks, who trailed by as many as 15, have a 1-point lead to start the 4th. Preston dribbles at the top of the key. Crossover dribble. Gets around his screen, stops the free throw line, shoots, left the shot short, defensive rebound, Sybil Penland. How will Carson-Newman respond in this 4th quarter down 1? Sullivan, right wing dribble, gets to the free throw line, hands off Knuckles. Knuckles gives to Sullivan. 30 seconds into the quarter, Jen around his screen, driving left, stops, puts one up, and it spins around and through. Another 20-point game for Jennifer Sullivan. Her third straight game with 20-plus gives Carson-Newman the lead back. Preston left corner, hands off for Simmons. Looking inside. It's not there. Preston instead dribbles once and gives to Martin. Reverse to Avery Jones, right wing. Jones driving middle on Rogers, flips it up. Wild shot off glass, missed it. Rebound, Maddie Knuckles. Ahead pass to Rogers. Tried to knife it through the middle of the lane, and Preston deflected it out with her left hand. It was the right idea. Penland was wide open in the paint, but Preston had good awareness and just barely clipped that ball. Inbound, Penland. Out front, Rogers. Bounce it. Gonzalez, left wing. Sullivan gets the basketball in her hands. Rips around his screen. Crossover, step back, three. Off the front of the iron. Rebound, tapped. Out of bounds by North Georgia. It'll stay with the Eagles. So Jen's got 20-plus for the 10th time in her career. Third straight here in 2025-26. And it's her third straight game with 4 or more threes. High post touch to Gonzalez, and she got fouled by Avery Jones. First on Jones, just the 6th foul by North Georgia in the game. Nanny Millar is going to return. Out goes Riley Simmons. In a fourth quarter that has allowed Carson-Newman to regain the lead. Gonzalez right baseline entry to Knuckles in the corner. Now back out front, Sullivan. They've got a mismatch. McLaughlin at 6'2" is guarding Sullivan. Sullivan, right wing, trying to drive around her, stops, goes left corner with a pass to Gonzalez. She pump fakes a three, driving middle. Right hand running shot in the lane, wild, missed it. Rebound, loose underneath. Tie up. Potentially, yes, that's the call. Martin had the ball underneath, but a jump ball is called, and the arrow favors Carson-Newman this time. Eagles get another crack at a bucket on this end of the floor. We've had a Jen Sullivan missed three, and then a North Georgia foul in the rebound. Gonzalez missed that layup, but a tie-up keeps it with the Eagles. Knuckles, third chance on this trip down, and it pays off with a Knuckles mid-range shot. Her 12th point and 6th field goal. Carson-Newman by 3. First 4 points of the fourth go to CN. Millar to Martin. Back to Millar, left wing three in the air. Buckets. Maddie Millar has buried her second three. She entered the game with 4 threes in 7 games and has 2 in this one. Gonzalez backing her down, missed the shot. It goes out of bounds to North Georgia. Maddie Millar has given North Georgia some life off the bench. The Nighthawks had just 1 point from its bench on Saturday. They've got 12 in this game. Good minutes from Ava McLaughlin. She gives them 6 points and will exit in favor of Kendall Eminer at the 5 spot for UNG. 62 all in Holt Fieldhouse. Carson-Newman has lost just 1 time to North Georgia in this building in 7 meetings. Jones around his screen. Deep 2 is up off to the left. Rebound, Sybil Penland. Penland getting some fourth quarter action, her 4th rebound. Rogers back out front for Gonzalez. There's 4 starters and Sybil Penland on the floor for Mike Mincy. Bounce pass Sullivan out front, guarded by Jones. Knuckles sets a screen. Sullivan had a little bit of space, crosses over, goes to the basket. Right-hand shot off glass is good. Jen has 22. Her 9th field goal gives Carson-Newman the lead back again. It's not 64-62 as we approach 3 minutes into the fourth. Martin dribbling out front against Sullivan. One-hand pass with a left hand to Preston. Throw it to the block. Eminer backing down Knuckles. Puts it up over Knuckles and good. 10 points for Kendall Eminer. Ties the game again. Quickly into the front court, Carson-Newman goes. Rogers to the trailing Knuckles. She pump fakes a 3. Bounces Penland to catch and a deuce. Good activity there. Knuckles drops her 4th dime, and Sybil Penland scores her 6th point to put Carson-Newman back in front again. 66-64. Martin, top of the key. Chest pass Preston. They're trying to get Eminer isolated underneath. They'll throw it to her. Knuckles deflects the pass, and it's stolen. Penland in transition. Looking for Sullivan. Sullivan's open. Left wing 3. In and out. Rebound Eminer. Sullivan made her first 4 threes and has now missed her last 4 threes. 4 minutes into the fourth quarter, Carson-Newman leads by 2 in Holt. Preston driving left off a screen. Gives it to Martin, top of the key. Looking inside. Emmeter's got position. Backing down. Knuckles puts it up. And it got blocked by Maddie Knuckles. And out of bounds to Carson-Newman. We'll see if the official maybe indicated that. No, they're going to say it did hit Emmeter and her left part of her leg. Great defending by Knuckles. Let's get another look at it. Knuckles blocked it. And it's Carson-Newman ball. Well defended by the junior forward. Carson-Newman ball up 2. Penland reverses to Rogers left wing. Off to Knuckles. Maddie wants a Penland screen. Crosses over. Drives to the free throw line. Stops. Gives to Rogers with 10. Keeley spinning. Driving inside the arc. Going to the basket. Left hand layup is good. It sneaks its way up and in. 68-64. Rogers has her 5th point. Carson-Newman leads by 4. Martin dribbling out front. Trying to get around Sullivan. Great individual defense by Jennifer Sullivan. Gives it to Millar. Back out front, Preston. Preston driving right. Gets to the block. Puts it up and no good. But a foul on Gonzalez of Carson-Newman. Her first and Carson-Newman's first of the 4th quarter. Will send Zayna Preston to the free throw line at the 5:03 mark of this 4th quarter. Got enough leverage there to Preston to get by Gonzalez to force the contact. And now North Georgia, who's 9 of 11 from the free throw line, makes their 10th free throw on a friendly roll there for Preston's 9th point. 68-65. Spin of the basketball by Preston in her hands, and she throws the next one up off the front of the iron, the backboard and through. 68-66. We're halfway through the 4th. Carson-Newman by 2 in its home opener. Trying to defeat a ranked team for the 11th straight year. Sybil Penland. Hands off. Knuckles. Open top of the key. 3 is short. Offensive rebound. Gonzalez trying to go back up. Got fouled with 4:48 to play in the 4th quarter. Fouls on Zayna Preston. Her 2nd foul. And Gonzalez will get free throws. Emily has 13 points in this game, resetting her season high for the 2nd straight, but her free throw shooting has not been there in this game. She's 0 for 3. Good on the 2nd by Gonzalez. She has 14. Carson-Newman's lead is 3. 69-66 is the score. Preston, top of the key dribble, crosses over. Now uses Martin's screen at the right side of the elbow. Driving against Sullivan, forces it up, and it's no good. Rebound batted around, and it's last off of North Georgia's McLaughlin. 4:31 to go, 4th quarter. Carson-Newman gets the basketball back. Penland gives it in to Gonzalez. This has been Mike Mincy's 5 for a majority of the 4th quarter. Knuckles, hands off Sullivan around his screen. Throw it to the corner where nobody was. I think it was intended for Knuckles and was behind her and rolled into that corner, and nobody was there to recover. Carson-Newman commits its 12th turnover. North Georgia, another chance to tie. As Preston crosses half court. One hand pass to Avery Jones, left wing. Jones looking, goes inside the arc. Now dishes it out to Preston. Preston driving on Gonzalez. Kicks it right corner. Simmons pump fakes a 3. Gives it back out front. Jones with 8. Avery Jones right hand dribble to the basket. Stops, pivots, shoots, and missed it short. Keely Rogers defensive rebound. Her 6th of the game. Eagles in transition. Ahead to Sullivan. They have numbers into the corner. Gonzalez right corner 3. Buckets! A new career high for Emily Gonzalez. Her 2nd triple, and Carson-Newman leads by 6. Carson-Newman's buried 9 threes in this game now. Preston spinning against Gonzalez. Flips it up too strong. Offensive rebound. McLaughlin, her stick back is too strong. Rebound, Sybil Penland. Kick it ahead. Sullivan to the running Knuckles. Right hand layup is good through contact. A quick burst of scoring from Carson-Newman. That's 6 straight for the Lady Eagles, and the lead extends to 8. 3:09 to go, 4th quarter. Elite work by Carson-Newman on both ends of the floor. It starts with Gonzalez's triple, another defensive stop, and then Maddie Knuckles runs the floor, and the Eagles find her in transition. 6 straight by Carson-Newman. North Georgia's not made a field goal in the last 4 minutes, and that's allowed Carson-Newman to jump out to an 8-point lead with 3:09 to go. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Carson-Newman by 8 points, 3 minutes, 9 seconds to go in Holt. This is Carson-Newman's home opener. They've won 17 of their last 18 home openers. They're 13-1 under Mike Mincy, and they're trying to improve that mark here in the final minutes. Up 8 on 14th-ranked North Georgia. Caroline Martin, right wing, out of the timeout. Where does North Georgia find its offense? Throw it inside. Eminer double, gives it back to Simmons. She floats it up off glass and scores. 74-68. The field goal drought for the Nighthawks ends there at 3 minutes, 45 seconds. Gonzalez dribbles at the top of the key. Carson-Newman's made 5 of its last 7 shots. Rogers hands off. Sybil Penland, skip it left side to Gonzalez, to the back cutting Rogers. Back out Gonzalez, 10 to shoot. Emily, right-hand dribble into the lane. Floats it up, got fouled. Caroline Martin fouled her. And free throws coming for Carson-Newman's senior guard, Emily Gonzalez, who has 17 points, trying to add on to her career high. Martin did get her on the right wrist as Emily's first free throw is in the air and it's swished in. Emily's career high was initially last year at Emory and Henry on November 26th. And nearly a year to date resets her career high again. These pre-Thanksgiving games are apparently what Emily Gonzalez loves the most. She has 19 for CN on 7 of 13 shooting. Makes both free throws, and Carson-Newman's back up 8 with 2:15 to go. Jones throws it high post Eminer. Back out Preston. Off to Martin. Left wing 3 in the air. It's off the glass strong. Keely Rogers leaps into the air for her 7th rebound. Gonzalez sprints across half court. Mike Mincy yelling and wants a play called with 2 to play. Eagles by 8. Gonzalez hands off Sullivan. Chest pass Penland. Now to Rogers. Rogers, one-hand bounce pass Gonzalez. Now to Sullivan. Martin tried to jump the passing lane. Now gives it back to Gonzalez. Clock down to 6. Emily gets to the paint. Right-hand hook shot in the lane is good. Emily Gonzalez has 21 points for Carson-Newman. The lead is 10. Eminer try to hand off. It wasn't there. They go Jones in the corner with 90 seconds left. Jones driving. Nice cut by Simmons, and she floats it in. Nice back cut. And it's an 8-point game, 78-70, $1:20 to play. Gonzalez has the ball in her hands. She has 8 of the last 10 points for Carson-Newman. Rogers left side to Sybil Penland, to Knuckles. Now to Rogers right wing with 12. Keeley back to the basket, gives to Sullivan with 8 seconds on the timer, 60 left in the game. Sullivan wants a Knuckles screen, rejects it, going left. Step back 2 is good. Some game-clinching buckets from CN down the stretch. 24 for Sullivan as Preston's layup is no good, and the rebound is out off North Georgia. And they are requesting for a timeout with 44.6 seconds left in the basketball game. Sullivan putting this game on ice with that step back 2. She has a game-high 24 points for CN And her running mate, Emily Gonzalez, the two high school teammates, have combined for 45 points. Gonzalez has 21 to go along with Sullivan's 24 points. 80-70 is the score. And Carson-Newman's offense has found its stride here in the fourth quarter after shooting just 36% in the third quarter. The Lady Eagles have shot 64% in the fourth quarter and have made their last 4 shots from the field. Eagle fans, stick around for the Domino's post-game report for our selection of the premier player of the game. Excellence doesn't happen by accident. The premier team delivers service with pride. Lady Eagles got outscored by 13 points in the third quarter, but they have flipped the script here in this fourth quarter. They've outscored North Georgia 22-11 in this fourth quarter and are back to shooting 50% from the field. I mentioned Sullivan and Gonzalez's numbers. They have 45 points combined, but they're also combined shooting 18 of 31 from the field and 6 of 10 from 3. Can't ask much more out of your two veteran guards in this game. Can't help but forget to mention Maddie Knuckles and what she has done in this game. She has put together a nice bounce-back performance. She only made 3 of her 13 shots on Saturday. She's made 7 of her 12 in this game and has 14 points. In this game, 80-70. The officials are off to my left at the scores table here, checking some thing on the video and the replay, potentially for that out-of-bounds call, as well as any time that may need to be put back on the clock. Two officials have looked it over. They'll bring in a third official to confirm what they're seeing on review. Again, this was a game in the third quarter with 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. If you're just joining us, Carson-Newman led 54-39. And I think everybody in Holt Fieldhouse thought, okay, this is one of those typical Carson-Newman runs, and they're going to put this game out of reach. And North Georgia had totally different ideas. The Nighthawks, over the final 6 minutes of the third quarter, scored 20 of the final 24 points. To take a 1-point lead into the fourth quarter, but Carson-Newman scored the first, or 6 of the first 9 points of the fourth quarter, and then a nice burst, an extended run when it was a 2-point game in the halfway point of this fourth quarter. Carson-Newman went on an extended 10-2 run over the next 3.5 minutes to put this game away for what we figured to be away. A long chat here from these officials with 44.6 seconds to play in this game. And they're wanting a chat with Buffy Burson courtside. I think they challenged that. They will not get charged a timeout because I believe the call is changed on the floor. So no timeout charge because North Georgia apparently challenged that, or they initially called timeout, and I think Coach Burson wanted to challenge it. So they look at it and confirm that it was off Carson-Newman. So North Georgia ball with 44.5 seconds to play. Inbound, right baseline for Preston. Near half court, Jones goes and gets it. Jones at the free throw line. Looks for a backdoor. It's not there. She gives to Martin. 35 seconds. Martin driving, flipping it up, and she got fouled. Tripped up, and her feet were tangled with Sullivan. Sullivan commits her second foul. Free throws for Caroline Martin. Kind of lost her footing. The feet between Sullivan and Martin really didn't get tangled up. I think Martin just kind of lost her footing. Caroline Martin, the active career leader in free throw attempts, gets more here and makes her first one. Just her third and fourth attempts of this game, and she only attempted 2 on Saturday. Carson-Newman's done a great job defensively, not fouling her. Timeout Mike Mincy's crew. He is burning a timeout to advance this ball into the front court. 32nd timeout used by the head coach in his 15th season. First Bank is the official bank of Carson-Newman Athletics and the only place where you can get a Carson-Newman Eagles debit card. Stop by any First Bank location today to get your Carson-Newman debit card and show your Eagles pride. Strong end of this one for Carson-Newman. 4 straight makes from the field. And now at this point in the game, it's all about taking care of the basketball and making free throws. Inbound Rogers in front of CN's bench. Bounce to Sullivan. She's doubled and fouled by Caroline Martin. North Georgia had a foul to give. Martin commits her second foul. Again, low foul game until this fourth quarter. North Georgia had 5 fouls through the first 3 quarters. And when they give their next one here, it'll be their 5th in this quarter. There it is. Well, we thought Simmons fouled there. It's instead in Rogers' hands. Now back to Sullivan. Sullivan reaches or sees Preston reach in, and there's the foul on Zayna Preston, her 3rd, and now none to give for North Georgia. So free throws for Jennifer Sullivan. 24 points in this game. 3rd straight game with 23 or more. Is about 5 points off her career high set against UVA-Wise in this building on January 15th. First free throw from Sullivan in the game is true for her 25th point. Eagles as a team now 8 for 11. Next one's good as well. Sullivan perfect from the stripe. She's got 26. Eagles by 10. Preston sprints front court. Right hand dribble to the right wing. Picks her dribble up, finds Caroline Martin with 15 seconds. Martin inside the arc, drives, shoots over 2 defenders, missed it. Offensive rebound, tipped back by Simmons, 10 seconds. And the clock never stopped after the made shot. 82-74. Clock is supposed to stop after made field goals under a minute, and it did not. Probably about a second or so came off. And the officials are signaling, well, Mike Mincy's going to burn a timeout anyway to advance it into the front court. This will give the officials a chance to potentially go back to the monitor to review how much time should actually be on the clock. 82-74. North Georgia shooting 40% from the field. Carson-Newman's shooting 50% from the field. Both teams are identical from 3, 9 of 24, but Carson-Newman has more points in the paint. That's where the difference in this game is. +8 for Carson-Newman in the painted area in this game. And on shots deemed layups, Carson-Newman's 15 of 22, while North Georgia's 10 of 20. So the Eagles have been able to get to the basket and have made 5 more shots inside the arc that have been deemed layups to help this margin be 8 and have the Lady Eagles seconds away from a ranked win for the 11th straight year. And it would be the program's 4th straight win against a ranked team here at home. Officials working with the scorers table here to adjust the timer here. You've got home wins over Coker, Wingate, North Georgia, and Lander all in this building. Inbound left corner, Gonzalez out to Knuckles. North Georgia's called off the Dogs. Knuckles can dribble it out, and Carson-Newman gets revenge on North Georgia after losing Saturday. The Eagles avenge that loss and defend home court with an 82-74 victory behind 47 combined points from the 2 senior guards, Jennifer Sullivan and Emily Gonzalez. Carson-Newman's now won 18 of its last 19 home openers and has a ranked win for the 11th straight season. 4th straight ranked win here at home for Mike Mincy's crew. Once again, your final score here inside Holt Fieldhouse, it's 82 for Carson-Newman and 74 for 14th rated North Georgia. We're back for the Domino's post-game report after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and comfort colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
The game's over, but we're just getting warmed up. The Domino's postgame report starts in 60 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is the Domino's postgame report on the Eagle Sports Network.
Left wing Rutherford 3 up and kaboom! Torrey Rutherford.
Your stats breakdown. A conversation with Mike Mincy, presented by Modern Woodman Financial Planning. Plus the selection of the AEC Electrifying Play and the Premier Building Maintenance Player of the Game are all headed your way. Today's game is also brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilight, dream big with gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burt Tarr Stadium press box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Let's head back to the arena and the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
Quality work by Carson-Newman in its home opener. Lady Eagles overcome a 20-4 North Georgia run in the third quarter, and Carson-Newman collects its fourth straight ranked win here at home by a final score of 82-74. Andrew Rogers, glad you're with us here for the Domino's post-game report. Eagle fans, Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. When you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Whether you're a student looking for a late-night snack or out to eat with your coworkers, Domino's has a deal for you. Get a large one-topping pizza for $5.99 with your Carson-Newman ID. Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. 82-78, the final score here from Holt Fieldhouse. And Carson, we mentioned that 20-4 run by North Georgia. This game looked like it was going to be North Georgia's to run away with when it was really Carson-Newman's potential game to run away with. Carson-Newman led by 15 points at the 6:15 mark of the third quarter. I think everybody in the arena thought that Carson-Newman was going to be in good position to win this game with that 54-39 lead, but storming back came North Georgia after a timeout after a Jen Sullivan three-pointer. The Nighthawks hit threes on consecutive possessions, would go on to hit another one later on in the third quarter, and eventually with the 22-4 run, allowed the Nighthawks to take the lead with free throws in the final seconds of the frame. That was a quarter in which Carson-Newman made just 5 of its 14 shots and shot 36% from the field, its lowest shooting quarter of the game. Carson-Newman was outscored by 13 in that third quarter, and then into the fourth quarter is when it was winning time, and Carson-Newman's offense did just that. It made 9 of its 14 fourth quarter shots, including its final 4 shots in the game, to win this one 82-78. There was a 10-2 run from the 5-minute mark of the fourth until the 1:40 mark of the fourth quarter. And that's what allowed Carson-Newman to jump out to what was a 68-66 lead to a 78-68 lead with 100 seconds to go. And that was enough to get Carson-Newman over the hump here at Holt Fieldhouse. So to recap the things to note from this one, it's the 4th straight win over a ranked team for Mike Mincy's team here at home. It's a home win in the home opener for the 18th time in the last 19 openers here in Holt Fieldhouse, and Mike Mincy's teams are now 14-1 in lid lifters in this building. That's 8 straight home wins as well for the Lady Eagles. It was 2 senior guards that played high school basketball together at Bearden High School, combining to lead the way for Carson-Newman here today. Jennifer Sullivan leads the team in scoring for the 5th time this season, and for the 16th time in her career, she pours in 26 points on 10 of 17, shooting 4 of 8 from 3, made both their free throws, dished out 5 assists as well. We're going to hear from our premier player of the game, Emily Gonzalez, on the Domino's postgame report. Gonzalez has a career day in her first home game of her senior season with Jen. Gonzalez pours in a career-high 21 points on a career-high 8 made field goals. She makes both of her three-pointers and dished out 7 assists to go along with 5 rebounds and 3 steals. So Gonzalez and Sullivan, they combined to go 18 of 31 from the field and 6 of 10 from 3, while also dishing out 12 assists and combining for 4 steals. Those two were absolutely fantastic in this game for CN to collect an 82-74 victory. Maddie Knuckles rounded out Carson-Newman's double-figure scores. She scored 14 points on 7 of 12 shooting, 4 rebounds and 4 assists as well. She was a plus 19 on the floor, while Keely Rogers led the way. She was a plus 20 on the floor, despite having just 5 points, but did collect a team-high 7 rebounds in her 29 minutes on the floor. Also dished out 3 assists for Mike Mincy's team. She made one of Carson-Newman's 9 triples in this game. Chloe Heath buried a 3. Caroline Hill also buried a 3. Gonzalez and Sullivan both had multiple 3s in this game. Sullivan has 4 3s in this game, her 3rd straight with 23 or more points, and her 3rd straight with 4 or more three-pointers. Good day for Sybil Penland off Carson-Newman's bench. 6 points on 2 of 4 shooting, 4 rebounds, and was a plus 7 in her 19 minutes, a career high early in her career off CN's bench. Carson-Newman shoots 50% for the 2nd time this season, a game after making just 27.7% of its shots. Lady Eagles matched North Georgia on 3-pointers, 9 of 24, and committed 2 more turnovers. Lady Eagles were plus 9 in the rebounding battle. 41-32 were the Lady Eagles on the glass and grabbed 11 offensive rebounds in this game. Carson-Newman had more points in the paint, 40-32. Had +2 advantage on second chance points and also got out and ran in transition at a high level as well. 16-4 advantage in terms of points statted as fast break points for Carson-Newman in this game. North Georgia suffers its 4th loss of the year. They were led by Avery Jones and her 21 points on 9 of 16 shooting. 3 others finished with 10 points. Zayna Preston, Kendall Eminer, and Caroline Martin all pitched in with 10 points as well. Another trio of players for UNG had 6 points. Ava McLaughlin, Riley Simmons, and Maddie Millar. North Georgia shoots exactly 40% from the field in a game that they matched Carson-Newman in 3-pointers, going 9 of 24. They went 13 of 15 from the foul line in this game as well. That strong third quarter for them was their best shooting quarter, while it was Carson-Newman's worst. North Georgia shot 8 of 14 to make that 20-4 run and held Carson-Newman to 36% shooting in that game. But it's Carson-Newman's fourth quarter surge. They outscored North Georgia 24-15 to run away from the Nighthawks by 8 points here inside of Holt Fieldhouse. Final score is Carson-Newman 82 and North Georgia 74. A career high for Emily Gonzalez gives Carson-Newman its 4th straight win over a ranked team at home. Its 8th straight home win dating back to last season. Lady Eagles have now won 28 of their last 29 home games in this building. We'll continue on with the Domino's post-game report. We'll hear from the head coach, Mike Mincy, along with our premier player of the game, Emily Gonzalez, on the other side. It's Carson-Newman 82, and it's North Georgia 74. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Protect your home from unwanted electrical surges. AEC can install a surge protection device at your electric meter. The device works by diverting excess energy toward the ground through the ground wire. AEC also offers surge devices for inside your home to defend against possible voltage spikes that could damage your electronics, appliances, or equipment. This service is affordable and dependable. Order today and enjoy no connection fee. AEC, we power what matters most.
In 2025, we celebrate.
Protect your home from unwanted electrical surges. AEC can install a surge protection device at your electric meter. The device works by diverting excess energy toward the ground through the ground wire. AEC also offers surge devices for inside your home to defend against possible voltage spikes that could damage your electronics, appliances, or equipment. This service is affordable and dependable. Order today and enjoy no connection fee. AEC, we power what matters most.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
More player interviews and stats come your way in 60 seconds when the Domino's postgame report continues on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Andrew Rogers back here on the Domino's post-game report following Carson-Newman's win in the home opener over 14th-ranked North Georgia, 82-74. Here with the head coach Mike Mincy on the Eagles Sports Network. Coach, your team shot very well in the first half, 53% first quarter, 47% second quarter. At the 50% mark at halftime, jumped out to a 15-point lead, and then North Georgia ended the third quarter on a 20-4 run. You went without a field goal for a lot of that stretch, but then a strong fourth quarter. You guys make 64% of your shots and eventually pull away in the fourth. How do you like how your team had to handle a little bit of adversity there in the third quarter when you figured a North Georgia run would come? Your team obviously handled it well in the fourth.
Well, now that we've won the game, certainly look at it like it's a learning moment. It's going to be something we can grow from because, it's just like I look at here. We had a 15. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. You got a 15-point lead with 6:15 to go in the third quarter, and then we go on a drought, which unfortunately we've been tending to do. And, North Georgia is obviously a fabulous team. I knew that having a 12-point lead at halftime was not safe by any means. And we got off to a sloppy start there at the start of the third. Went on a little run there where I think it was Jen hit back-to-back threes and kind of got the crowd into it. And then they answered big time. I mean, it felt like they hit some threes and they scored. When we went down by one with the way our season is going, I felt, here we go, are we going to be able to respond? And we certainly responded in a big way, getting stops and some timely scores as well.
How do you think your offense recovered so well from third quarter to fourth quarter? Obviously, things were rolling first half, and then the shots started to not fall in the third quarter. What did your offense do so well to get those timely shots and to make them in the fourth?
I don't know. Like, I feel like in the third, until I go back and watch it, it's kind of hard to keep up with the flow of the game. But I felt like we had some looks. It's the same thing over and over again. It's just for whatever reason, we stack misses together or stack turnovers, and then they were scoring. And it's just a matter of getting into the fourth. The one thing that we talked about in our timeouts and to start the fourth quarter is like, don't look at it like, well, we've given up a 15-point lead. You're playing a really good basketball team, and you're tied or whatever it was. Even when we got down by 1 point, it's a single possession game, just like it was at their place. And we need to try to make enough plays to try to pull this one out. And, I don't remember all of them. I just know that there was a stretch there where Jen got late shots in the shot clock after we kind of built the lead. We got the run out there, the steal and the pitch ahead to Jen over the Nux. Those are all just momentum type plays that we kept talking to them about. Like, you put the ball in the bucket, you make winning plays, you shoot a right percentage, you can certainly be successful and win games. And of course, we got above the magic number, which was 70, and even the more magic number, which is above 80.
Right. Your two Bearden High School teammates were terrific. Your two senior guards combined for 47 points. Jen had 26. Emily reset her career high with 21 points. It was a lot of Emily in the first half, then it was a lot of Jen in the second half and even in the second quarter. What did you see from those two, specifically Emily, who also had a team-high 7 assists and 3 steals?
Well, Emily is becoming the point guard that we need. To start the year, we didn't know who was going to be the point, and we didn't know, when we were starting Caroline, if it was just going to be a three-headed monster that brought the ball down the floor. And we eventually settled on Emily. She's got good speed. She can certainly get the ball down the floor quickly, and she's assumed the role. So now that she's getting more comfortable in that role as the point, I think you're kind of seeing what she's capable of. And she hasn't really been – she looked for her shot more down at North Georgia in that tournament than she did previously. And then certainly today, I mean, obviously we need her play. She's a great defender. Gets her hand on she's got deflections and all that kind of stuff. And, of course, we already know about Jen. We need Jen to play the way Jen played today. It was a very efficient basketball game for her, especially from a shooting standpoint. And then, you and I talked before game off air that we need Nux, man. We need Knuckles to shoot the ball better, and we started her at the 4 today. I'm not saying that was the reason because she played a lot of 5 there. She played all 5 in the fourth quarter. Yep. But 7 of 12 is what we need out of Knuckles. She's got that capability. She didn't hit a 3, but we'll get one out of her eventually.
You mentioned Maddie Knuckles. She was part of an interior defense that had to face a North Georgia team that started to go a little bit inside, but you end up outscoring them in the paint by 8 points. How important was it when the 3-point shot was falling early and stopped falling as the game kind of went on to be able to still get baskets inside the arc, but also defend and outscore them in that area?
Yeah, I mean, you can see it like they're a super difficult guard because they can get downhill. They got athletes to do it. They can go inside with both 44 and Eminer. obviously we struggled with that down there. She didn't play as much today. I don't know what she played. She played 25 minutes. Still got 10 points, but that's not 15, you know, and McLaughlin came in there and she was a tough guard for us and got the 6 points. But so there are two bigs combined to go for 16. And I don't know, you know, if you want to call Maddie, Chloe, that's 17, and Abba got 2. So again, we were right at the same number. We were almost down there. It was just the other factors that came into play. And, you know, when Knuckles is down there, she's given up some weight. Abba, not so much with Chloe in terms of their size and physicality, but Knuckles had to get it done the whole fourth quarter, play that 5 spot for us. And I thought she did a good job with our team defense to try to make sure that they can't just throw it in there and get easy buckets over and over again.
You played your first 4 games away from Holt Fieldhouse. You win your first game, and now you'll get another one Saturday for what is the SAC opener and the final game of November against a Catawba team. It's got a couple of good wins early in the year, beat Augusta in overtime on the road. What's it take to obviously try to enjoy this one, but also ride some momentum through the Thanksgiving festivities to be able to try to go 2-0 this week at home?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're going to take off tomorrow, give them opportunity to go spend Thanksgiving with their family. And, you know, it's basketball. It's a conference game on Saturday. So we'll get back in here on Thanksgiving Day in the afternoon and have 2 days of preparation to get ready to play Catawba. And, you know, some of our kids, I don't know how much film they watch. They haven't seen them. You know, I've been keeping up with them a little bit. They're obviously very talented. It's the same Catawba team. They got good speed, good athleticism, good scoring kids. Mary Spry's back, their post player, who's I'm assuming she's playing really well. And it's going to be a tough challenge for us. But, you know, we were looking at the ink blot standings, even though I probably shouldn't be doing that. But I was looking at it, and we knew that this stretch coming up, starting with North Georgia, even going into just this week alone, I think you're talking about 2 teams that are somewhere in the top 5, maybe top 8 of the region, so to speak, in terms of how they started off the year. And it's in there, man. We know it's in there for us. We're a work in progress. We got to find our rotation. We got to find out how we're going to play the big, who we're going to play at the 4. And I think we're only going to get better from here. I think this is the kind of victory that we needed, the kind of shooting performance we needed to pull a victory out. Hopefully will prepare us into conference season.
Coach, congrats on a ranked win for the 11th straight year. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, and you too.
That's head coach Mike Mincy after Carson-Newman's 82-74 win, 4th straight win over a ranked team here at home. The Eagles now have won 7 straight home non-conference games in this building, 82-74. That's the head coach Mike Mincy's post-game comments that are brought to you by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. Our premier player of the game is Emily Gonzalez. She's working her way over to the scorers table after Carson-Newman's victory. Her and Jennifer Sullivan combined for 47 for the Lady Eagles. They're 3 double-figure scores, combined for 61 of the 82, and all shot above 50% individually as a team in this 8-point victory. Emily's got the headset on, and we're glad to continue on the Domino's post-game report with our premier player of the game, Emily Gonzalez. I'm Andrew Rogers on the Eagles Sports Network. Emily, you reset your career high. I don't know if you remember last year, nearly 365 days ago, you reset your career high against Emory and Henry at their place with 16. You do it again 364 days later with 21 points in this basketball game, 8 of 14 shooting from the field in this game. What sparked your quality, really all-around performance? You led the team in assists as well.
I don't know. We guess like we came out of that loss and we're all pretty hyped to beat them. That's really it. There wasn't much.
In the first half, you guys came out red hot from the field, shot 50% in the first half, and that's what sparked a double-digit lead at halftime by 12 points. Why was this offense able to get off to such a good start, knowing obviously that you were motivated to get back at North Georgia from what happened Saturday?
I think we were just trying to push the ball down the court as fast as we could, trying to get good quality shots, but also pushing the pace as well. So a little balance of both.
You guys went up by 15 points 4 minutes into the third quarter. I think everybody in this gym thought that you guys were going to run away with this game. It was 54-39. It felt like one of those Carson-Newman runs to put a game away, but North Georgia punched back a 20-4 run. But then you guys shoot 64% in the fourth quarter. How was this group able to recover from that
tough end of the third and punch back at North Georgia after they punched at the end of the third.
Yeah, I mean, it's a long game. We kind of they're a good team. We knew they were gonna not let up just like that. So we were kind of expecting it a little bit. But I guess just like staying poised throughout the whole throughout whenever they were scoring that much, staying poised and trusting each other that we'd get back off on offense.
You and Jen, it was like you guys were playing high school basketball again. She
Yeah.
had 26 in this game, 10 of 17 shooting, made her first 4 threes. And then obviously you had 21, so you both combined to shoot 18 of 31 with 47 points. Why do you think she was so good and has been so good now with her third straight 20-point game as well?
I mean, I've played with her since high school. She's always been like that. That's not a surprise to me. It's just her regular game. That's how she is. That's how she plays.
Maddie Knuckles had 14 points. I know it was a tough shooting day for her on Saturday, just 3 made field goals. She is efficient as well, going 7 of 12. How important was it to see her get going in this game, but also lead an inside attack where you guys got a bunch of layups? I think had 15 statted layups in this game.
Yeah, Knuckles had a big job whenever we play North Georgia. It's kind of the post is a little bit bigger than she is, but we have our advantages with her because she's such a mobile 5 or 4. So I'm glad she had a good game and she deserves it.
You get another home game after you played your first 4 away from Holt Fieldhouse. You get another home game on Saturday. It's the conference opener with Catawba. How important was it to get a game like this and trying to avenge that loss from Saturday, but now trying to build some momentum into Saturday's game?
It's good. It definitely makes us feel a lot better going into Thanksgiving, especially on our day off. But we'll definitely take this game and keep pushing. Catawba's good, so we're gonna play the same way we have today. Just keep it rolling.
All right, Emily, congrats on another career-high performance of 21 in this game.
Thank you.
That's our premier player of the game, Emily Gonzalez. Premier player of the game is presented by the Premier Team. Excellence doesn't happen by accident. The Premier Team delivers service with pride. Sullivan, Gonzalez, Knuckles, they combine for 61 points in Carson-Newman's victory, and they make 25 of the team's 32 field goals. They shot above 50%. The trio did in this 8-point win for the Lady Eagles. We'll wrap up the Domino's post-game report by looking around at some South Atlantic Conference scores. Only one other game is final today. It's Lenore-Ryan 71 and USC Beaufort 67. The Sharks outscored the Bears by 4 points in the fourth quarter. But the Bears hold on, 71-67 the final score. Catawba plays Livingstone later today at 5:30. That'll be the Indians' final game before coming to Holt Fieldhouse on Saturday. Marcel travels to Georgia College, and Augusta is at Coker. Coker, the only other SAC team at home, as was Carson-Newman here today. Lady Eagles get a great performance from its 2 senior guards and Maddie Knuckles. Those 3 combined for 61 points in Carson-Newman's 82-74 victory. Eagles have their 11th or a ranked win for the 11th straight season, and they do it by shooting 50% and taking down 14th rated North Georgia 82-74. That wraps up things here on the Domino's post-game report. We'll talk to you on Saturday afternoon. We hit the airwaves at 1:45 as Carson-Newman readies for its conference opener against Catawba. We'll talk to you Saturday. And have a happy Thanksgiving.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Light is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilight.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
You've been listening to the Domino's post-game report on the Eagle Sports Network. Today's game has been brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilite, dream big with gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burt Tar Stadium press box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. The executive producer of the Eagle Sports Network is Matt Pope. Producers Adam Cavalier, Andrew Rogers, Ian Johnson, Jay West, Brianna, she's just a girl, DeCrow, and Matt Scalzo. I'm staff announcer Ernie Anderson. A special thanks to Carson-Newman and University President Dr. Charles A. Fowler. Stay tuned to these stations for information on our next presentation of Carson-Newman basketball. In the meantime, visit cneagles.com for recaps, highlights, and interviews from today's game. This is the Eagle Sports Network.